In the first quarter of this year, South Korea's economy returned to growth levels seen before the pandemic. Now the latest to raise its forecast for this year is the Asian Development Bank, which is calling for growth in 2021 of 3.5%. Kim Sung-min reports.
The Asian Development Bank has revised up its outlook for South Korea's economy this year, citing growing chip exports and the government's fiscal support. The bank forecasts South Korea's economy to grow 3.5% in 2021, up from its early prediction of 3.3% in December. Such an outlook exceeds some other major predictions, 3.2% growth by the Korean government and 3.3% from the OECD. The revision comes a day after South Korea posted outstanding GDP growth of 1.6% for the first 3 months of the year, recovering back to its pre-pandemic level. The Korean government's efforts to stir up consumption, such as giving tax reductions for automobile purchases and giving monetary support to the public, contributed to the positive outlook. The ADB's grouping of 45 Asia-Pacific countries, dubbed Developing Asia, is expected to see a bumper growth of 7.3% in 2021 and up to 5.3% growth in 2022. Of those, China was forecast to grow 8.1% and Vietnam is looking at 6.7% growth. The bank gave an economic outlook of 11% growth for India, despite the country's recent struggle with the resurgence of the COVID-19 pandemic.
India, it is the second largest economy in the region, and therefore it does have important implications for the region as a whole, in particular for its neighbors in South Asia. The forecast is still achievable and realistic, but we do flag the downside risks from the current rise in the current severe outbreak.
Another strong boost comes from the U.S., as many Asian economies heavily depend on its economy.
Rapid economic recovery in the U.S. means stronger import demand. The U.S. is, for many Asian economies, is one of the top 2, top 3 trading partners, and therefore that will likely provide a boost to growth.
Given that ADB's forecast assumes that vaccine drives will go as planned, slow progress in vaccination and shortages in supply could undermine growth. Increasing geopolitical tensions, production bottlenecks, and tough financial conditions could become other risks, which could also pull back the growth of the global economy this year. Kim Sung-min, Arirang News.